Traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. Guys, we're going to start off this recap slightly different. I got a video I want to show you guys of RT in the gym. If you're following me on Facebook and Instagram, you might have already seen this video, but here we go. Relentless Trader is getting jacked. Take a look at this, guys. Look at this. Relentless to the moon. 2023. Not only are we looking to improve in day trading, but the gym as well. And we're going to be in there and we're going to be killing it. Guys, time to jump into the recap. Quick bonus video there. I hope you guys liked it. So some motivation. If you're thinking about going to the gym, no time like today, like tonight, like right now. Let's make it happen, guys. So, what a day. Okay, what a day. What a day. We have quite a few stocks. In fact, this entire list here, we're going to quickly go through. Let's do bottom to top. SCLX. SCLX, lighter volume, no good. RSLS, strong stock today. One of the top 3 stocks, I would say. Very aggressive. Called out on the YouTube stream. It was hitting scans fairly early in the morning. But I didn't look at it. And so, it's called out on the YouTube stream. So big shout out there. But this thing was going, man. It was going. It is a farmer runner. And it did really well. A ton of halts. It doesn't quite show well on Thinkorswim. So let's check it out. I mean, JSPR, we'll get to this one. This one was insane. But RSLS, here you guys go. Quite a few halts as well on this one. Halted up early at 11:22. Beautiful dip and rip, it seemed like here. And I think for me, if I could have done better if I maybe had saw it down here. But yet again, looking at the volume, just 40,000 shares. Yeah, this stock, the issue I had with it was the spreads, big spreads. Just not quite being able to get in where I want to be in without having to, of course, go under, let's say, undertake massive slippage. So that was an issue, but this one did well, man. It did its thing. Second halt, it did come down, but beautiful red to green. Nice move up to 16. Comes down. Another good red to green in here. This one was good. I was watching at this stock, but didn't look for entries. It curled up nicely. Bit of a V-shape red to green here. Pulls back on the resumption. Bounces off the EMAs here and then rips to the moon. High of 1980 and then high of day topping out at 2063. Even this red to green here is something else. I mean, this one was incredible. I'm down $40 on it. Could have done better. Could have maybe been more aggressive in some areas. But as I mentioned, that spread was really, the issue for me. Moving on, PALI, this one was from a few days ago. Not much here, selling off on the backside from Friday. LHDX was called out by Save in our Discord. This one was a cheaper stock, so I wasn't really looking for it. But a beautiful move nevertheless. I mean, look at this, right? I mean, jeez. From 14 cents to 80. I mean, this is incredible momentum right now. I started watching at it right here for the resumption, but by then it was pulling back, and I'm like, okay. But a nice, again, V-shape red to green, right? That V-shape red to green playing out nicely. This is beautiful. Bottoming wick, 1 minute candle to make the new high over 64. It starts to curl. We get a nice flag in here. Bottoming wicks again on the flag. Break of the highs from 77. We go to a high of 85, which is pretty good for this price range, and then 87. So not bad. KALA, Friday, right? From Friday. This one did open up higher today at 47, but pulled back. Closed at 28. That was from yesterday. But yeah, that was from yesterday. Yeah, but anyhow, it's not bad, right? Not bad at all. Not bad at all for KALA. Moving on, JSPR. JSPR, once again, let's head back to E-Trade. This thing had, what I had counted was 37, and that was like in the afternoon, right around maybe 12, 1 p.m., 2 p.m. This was a roller coaster of halts, and it was strong. It was strong. Pre-market, pretty good. This was the main watch list stock. And immediately into the open, it's halted up. I didn't get a chance to jump in. It resumes immediately. It shows this bottoming wick. But, and even with the other stock we just looked at, sometimes we don't get the dip and rip. They just kind of go. Maybe a market order is getting filled down here, and it's like you don't really see the drop. The drop doesn't really happen, but it does rip and rip straight into a second halt. And at that point, I'm like, man, I missed the momentum. It does resume higher. It halts down. It holds its levels. It's halted back up a couple of times. Halts down. Halted back up. I mean, for those of you who do trade these, you got my respect, man. I find it very difficult to take this type of stock on when we don't have a lot of candlesticks. But with that being said, there were some areas that we could have gotten in. But I tend to ease off from these types of stocks. So let's minimize this and head back over to Thinkorswim. So what else do we have? JSPR, no trades. By the way, it's worth mentioning this stock did over 600% at one point, which is incredible. I mean, what a day. The other one, which was LHDX, how much? 440%, and this is after the pullback. So this one also did like 600%. Guys, do not, no matter how we performed, like me personally, I did poor in December, but December was an incredible month. We got to be able to separate ourselves and our performance from the actual market, and the market was strong. I mean, and today is continuing into this. So we'll see how long this momentum, this phase lasts, and hopefully it's a few weeks more, so we can really give ourselves a good cushion before it slows down into this new year. KALA we just mentioned. ILAG hit the scans a little bit, but lighter volume, didn't touch it. This is a pretty powerful stock in the past, Farmer Runner. HTGM, I think I might have just clicked on that. GRRR, unfortunately, big move pre-market early around 4 a.m. It goes all the way from $10 up to 21, but then sells off, lighter volume, sells off. I was watching at it because I thought maybe it would have given a bounce somewhere, but not quite. GROM was up pre-market 6:30, 6:40 a.m. Eastern time. This one went from about 179 up there to 266, but sold off. Into the open, it continued downwards and did give a red to green at some point, but volume a little lighter, a little hard to trust, not quite holding above the VWAP. DADA was a bit of a higher float. CMMB, another strong one pre-market, but into the open, the bids were non-existent. The bids were lighter than feather, and the moment the stock would come down, the market price would come down, evaporation. Dangerous stock, hard to trade. I left it alone. I thought it was best to just leave this one alone. It attempted a red to green and failed. I mean, look at this thing. Word is that it's still going down. I mean, look at this. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, even when the stocks are going up, day trading is risky. What is that, 51%? Let's do that again. Actually, I could have just checked from that. Yeah, 52%. I mean, jeez. Man. Yeah, so that was no good. BXRX, was this one that was in play? No. This was from a few days ago. It didn't do much. But yeah, last stock of the day, ATNF. This was the main one. This is the one we did the best on. Guys, after the live stream, I think I traded maybe 16,000 shares, 15,000. So I sat here, I took a break. I went into Discord, took another like 5-minute break, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm going AFK, right? I'm away from my computer, I'm away from the keyboard, taking that break, but I'm still watching at this thing. Why? Because we were seeing this ascending support line, and we had this bit of a wedge. We saw a wedge last week. Was it KALA? I think it was KALA that gave a wicked wedge. I mean, jeez. Hold on. I think it was KALA that gave that wedge. Yep, look at this. I mean, this was incredible, guys. All right, so we talk about, hey, RT, what are you looking at, right? It's not as clean. Maybe I look at it on the 5. But anyhow, let's pull up the drawing tool. No need to overthink it. Segment. Can we get a segment? Segment. There we go. Segment. Yeah, we'll use yellow just so it's a little bit more obvious. But we basically had this going on, right? And we can pull it again from this side. It's like we were getting tighter. Let's see. Maybe we edit this a little bit. Yeah, it's like we were getting tighter in this range, and this thing ended up just squeezing to the moon. I mean, look at this breakout that happened. So, being that this happened last week, we're seeing a bit of a wedge. Oh, wrong thing. By the way, I recorded a rap song, not to get distracted again, but I recorded a rap, right? And look at how many takes. I couldn't get it right. Look at this. Look at how many. I mean, jeez, guys, hit that thumbs up button for the effort. The days when we forget to turn on the mic, all that stuff, right? Hit thumbs up in the rap. I thought it sounded better. I'll still post it. I think it's decent, but we'll make more and we'll make them better as we go, right? Anyhow, ATNF, back to the wedge that we had over here. So we're getting tighter in this area, and depending on how you want to draw it, it doesn't need to be perfect. You can draw it to where it's coming into the exact penny over the highs and stuff like that. But yeah, as it's breaking through this area, that's where I start to take interest, right here. And I started to get in and out. The same small size of 1,000 shares. In fact, let's go to short trades. I might have sized up to 2,000 shares, maybe twice, and one of them was losing trades. So you can see 500, 500, but I'm buying over and over, in, out, in, out, in, out. I'm a little bit more active as I'm watching at it. Because, one of the things that I was looking at today was the Discord, and we had a bunch of traders at one point ask, hey, or let's say they shared how many trades they took on the day. And at that point, I took 58 trades. I'm going to scroll up and find this actually. I took 58 trades, and these guys were already pushing 300 trades, 400 trades. I'm like, no, 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 no. And this is why I love the Discord. It's like I'm not being as aggressive maybe as I could have been. And so, by the way, once again, not to get distracted, but can we give a round of applause for the guy starting the year, and killing it? High on stocks, 3,200. Save, 6,900 to start. Come on, man. Monopoly money, right? We're at the green, 4K to start the year. Relentless trader, 755. Well, we're a little bit more green than that. I'll take it. Rolex, I'm pretty sure Rolex did well. Holding it down, 304. I don't know. Can we find that place where we were sharing? Okay, here we go. Commissions. It should be soon, or was it after that? It might have been after that. I might have skipped over it. Yeah, I skipped over it. Yeah, but these guys were taking a bunch of trades is the real moral of the story. And I realized, man, I gotta take some more trades. And tomorrow we'll increase our share size slightly again, and we're gonna continue to gradually ease our way back in there, right? I can't find it, but anyhow. So I started being active. And with the smaller size, I felt like I was getting decent fills, wasn't, taking as much weight, and so it was a little bit better. I took a great 5-minute pullback right here, or where was it? Somewhere. Let's see. It might have been around like 14:30 or something, but yeah, we took a great 5-minute pullback. Made like 20 cents, but with small size. But we just scalped this thing, man. As it made a new high, we kept at it, and the gains came in slowly. They added up, and it's like it's a great way to start the year, right? Here we are at 883 on the stock, and tomorrow when we come in, we're gonna have that same mindset. So 832.53, we're gonna have that same mindset to just be aggressive, just take the entries as they're coming. And this pullback here, by the way, I was so close to being in early at 480, and then even break of 5. I ended up buying it high and then took a losing trade. Was a little disappointing. But yeah, overall we did well, and tomorrow we're gonna do even better. Tomorrow we're gonna be dialed in, and we're gonna increase size a little bit more, and we're gonna be sharp, we're gonna be quick, we're gonna be aggressive when we need to, we're gonna ease off when we need to, and we're gonna have a solid day. So not going through all the trades today, because that would be crazy. I mean, it's so many trades. For those of you who do want to see this, I know some of you guys do like looking at this. But yeah, just 1,000 shares, 500 shares, didn't go crazy, and we'll end it here. Once again, I did take 2,000 shares at different points in time, buying twice, but not too often. And yeah, I wish I could have found that portion that showed how many trades everyone took, and people were at this number at like 12 p.m. or whatever time it was, like, so they more than likely finished with like 500 trades on the 500 orders on the day, maybe like 700 fills. And this was the norm in August when we did well. So, we got to take more trades. It's part of this strategy. Take more trades. Just don't strike out. And then, eventually, once we start connecting, we get a little bit more aggressive and we capitalize big. All right, guys, that's going to do it. We're pushing here now 15 minutes. I think it's a decent recap. Hit that thumbs up button. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing. Check out those links down below. It's been RT. It's been a good one. And I am, of course, signing out. Hit that thumbs up.